island of Haltland, north of Albion, has emerged from the mists of the swirling seas around it. Mysteries await, and the ancient locations across this land are waiting for your prying eyes. Rumors circle the globe. An ancient land has revealed itself in the north. Think of the ancient secrets hidden by Nagash.
The treasures hidden by the ancestors of the clan. The primal glades that must be hidden there.
The scum that must be purged from this land. So what is the fate of this island? Well, you're about to find out.
What's the crack, everybody? Welcome along. We are playing D&D style with Warhammer battles and stuff like that. It's absolutely brilliant. It's a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoy the adventure that we're on at the moment. We're going to go through the rules of how we're playing. We're going to go through the map, and we're going to go through the first 4 turns today as well. So you can join in. Let us know how you think we're getting on in the comments and stuff like that as well. It's a blast. Hopefully we'll do something live in the future as well.
The main rules are as follows. Each player has to get to 100 victory points to either win the game or advance it onto the next phase. That's decided by how many armies are left and how far ahead in victory points the winner is. So the game can roll on if there's an event that still needs to take place or if people want it to roll on effectively. Each player has 2 armies. These can move a single territory a turn, but they cannot end the turn in the same territory as another army. If they do end up in the same territory or attempt to move past each other, then they end up in a battle. Each army is worth 12,400 points, however only 8,600 can be fielded in a normal game. There are events where that number can be pushed up, but in a normal person-on-person game it's 8,600 that gets used. So the type of battle depends on the type of movement and what the province contains, such as fortresses or home provinces causing siege battles, or if the 2 armies try to move past each other, then they'll end up in a choke point battle. Units keep their experience between battles, however they can lose their experience completely if they dropped below 25% of their original number. Units are unavailable for the next turn if they're dropped below 50% of their original number, and units are destroyed if they are destroyed in the game. If an army is dropped below 25% of its original unit cost, then it's forced to return to its home province, where it will be re-equipped with new units to the value of 8,600. So effectively every army has got 1 respawn, but only at half of its original cost. There are some territories or groups thereof that have special attributes, such as gaining units or giving the opportunity to purchase units for victory points, and those are always explained during a turn to whichever player holds them. Those are the main parts of the game.
So the first thing to take a look at is the actual map itself, and the map is huge, as you can tell. There's 4 armies and 4 races going into the map, and then we will take turns making movements into different counties and trying to take over as much of the map as we can and get those precious victory points. Here's the map with all the names and everything on it. And yeah, you can kind of see sort of where the starting points are now. So you can see the vampires are up in the north there. I'm going to absolutely ruin all these names that Voss has come up with. But I think it's called Kosenberg or Kosberg. And the vampire counts are up there. That's run by Wheatley. And if we go all the way to the other side, you can see that the Bretonians have got Alvera at the moment, and that's where their starting point is. Down south we have the dwarfs by Potsy, and he's in Drungholm, I'm going to call it. And then we've got myself as the Wood Elves, and I'm in Eralora, which I think I pronounced that properly, which I'm really happy about. And I am the Wood Elves, and I'm going to absolutely conquer this whole map, and I can't wait. Okay, so here we are with move 1. I made a little mistake. Bretonians actually started a little bit more north than what I said. They're in the kind of ice place there. We'll zoom in on it. But anyway, this is move 1, and everyone has 2 armies each. So everyone, as you can see, literally just split out to the counties next to them. So as I'm the Wood Elves, we'll go from my viewpoint, I suppose. I took out the Hollow Glade, another foresty area, which I thought, you know, it's forest, it's the Wood Elves, they're going to love it there. And then I sent my army 2 to Langhold, which is kind of, I wanted to push something towards the dwarfs to make sure we had a fence set up for them. Bretonnians went down. Everyone went towards me, which is, you know, worrying, but there we go. Kim is running the Bretonnians, if I haven't said it as well. The Vamps split up and took over as the 2 counties next to them, and Potsy as the dwarfs, exact same movement. He went into Burrowton and Whipshore as well, which looks like they both have kind of castles on them as well, which I don't have anything like that near me, so I need to get something like that for the Wood Elves. Okay, turn 2, here we go. So Kim with the Bretonnians, they separated up a little bit. Army 2 went off into Chefston, and Army 1 went to Arkloth, right on my border. I didn't make a move here. Wood Elves stayed put in the Hollow Glade. I wanted to see what Kim would do, and I wanted to see if she would push me, and she did. And now I'm thinking maybe I should have pushed, but we would have had a battle then, and I don't know what I'm up against. My Army 2 moved into Chesham, and again, I apologize for him. Voss has done this amazing map, and I'm destroying the names he's come up with. But I moved in. I have, it looks like there's a fortress there. And I also got some victory points that I could spend. And I can't explain how I spent them just yet, but you'll figure out how I spent them as my army gets used. Wheatley went south from Altberg, and he's now in the center of the map. He's at the fortress of the Basalt. And yeah, he's coming south. He didn't go for the Bretonnians. The vampire counts are going south, so obviously hunting the Wood Elves, I'm guessing. The dwarfs played it safe. One of their armies moved back to their hometown, and Army 1 of Potsy's went to Lemp. So Konar is still open for grabs on turn 2. Okay, so turn 3 seen our very first battle, and in the background everybody's getting little bits of storylines from Voss and stuff as well. I don't know what everyone else is being told or what benefits and bonuses they're collecting. I only know my own ones, and I obviously we can't give them out and tell them, but we'll figure them out as they come into play. I pushed into Arkloth, and Kim also pushed me at the Hollow Glade, so which means our battle came clashing in between the 2 counties, and this is how we got on. So to explain, Kim got a victory point when she took one of the counties and was able to hire some lizard men, so she actually has a little bit of an advantage over me. She has a small group of lizard men who are going to help her in this fight as well, and then she has her own troops. So at the moment, this is pretty much set up. We'll go into the battle and see who wins. My plan here was to take the choke point and have as many spearmen as I could fit across here, and as many spearmen as I could fit across the other way as well, and put the archers in the middle, nice and protected. You'll see me trying to put this together. But anyway, let's get on with the battle and see how we get on. I took big losses, and you can see some of my spearmen were completely shut down by the cavalry and how fast they got to me. Maybe I shouldn't have held the bridge. I should have pulled back into the forest where we would have probably benefited by being the Wood Elves. But it was a good match. The Green Knight was definitely the standout hero, and definitely having the Lizard Men on your side, and that extra few troops as well definitely helped. As you can see, I lost.
Emotional damage!
My army gets pushed back. In the centre of the map, there's loads going on turn 3 as well. Wheatley has moved down into Bargholm, and he has got an option to dig up the sands there. That's what he's doing at the moment. The dwarfs are staying at Konar. I'm now sandwiched Chesham, and I don't know what to do. My army too looks like it could be attacked by both dwarfs and the vampire counts, so I have to choose wisely what I do on the next turn. Plus I'm coming off a loss on a battle as well, so there's a lot going on right now. Okay, so that brings us up to turn 4. This is where we are right now. We're right up to date now. Wheatley has risen an army of the dead, an army of the Tomb Kings, by digging in the Barge How, and you know, I mean, one of us can defeat it. Anybody can defeat this army, but it is it's a big army. If we defeat it, we get a reward, and you know, so there's a reason. But Wheatley, being the tactician that he is, he decides to leave that army there and go back up north. Now he has a defense down south, so me or Potsy have to go through this other army to get to Wheatley. So Potsy's keeping it fairly safe. His two armies are in Whipshore and Konar, and they are just sitting there tight. We don't know what he's up to. The dwarves are playing it very safe and very sneaky. Vampires are in Goatwood and Barrowton, and the lads have not, you know, bounced off each other. But up north we have a bit of something exciting has happened. Kim has pushed into Wheatley, and both their army twos are going to have a massive row and a massive battle. That's going to be next time in the next video, but I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to see what happens. I can't wait to see who wins. You know, Kim has probably got the most counties right now, and I need to push back. I also have to be very worried about maybe the possible Dwarven and Vampire alliance that may be happening as well. Plus we have, you know, this huge army is after being dug up and left in the center of the map as well. But yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun. If you like this type of video, guys, please hit the like button, subscribe, and yeah, next week we'll have an update and hopefully another couple of turns have passed. And if you want to see this live, where we go through a few turns one evening, please let us know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
And so, that is the beginning of the war for Haltland. But the question remains, what will happen